What's up, guys? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon, and today we're going to be giving you everything that you need to know about the upcoming Air Jordan 1 High Shadow 2.0 and how to cop. All right, so first, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. Now let's go over the basic info for this release before we move on. So these black and gray Jordan 1s are going to be set to release next weekend on May 15th at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Sneakers app, and then on some more sites that we're going to get into in a second. And lately, Sneakers has been pretty much running a draw on most of their hype releases now. So although it isn't showing Sneakers draw at the moment, that easily could change. But I'd just be safe, just being safe. I'd make sure you're ready to enter your size right at the release date time, whatever that is, depending on your time zone. And then as for pricing, you're going to get the typical pricing for $170 in men's sizing. And then right now, kids is only showing sizes for $130 for big kids. But if smaller sizes like little kids and toddlers get added to that release date calendar, we will be sure to update that for you. But that pretty much covers the date and the time. So let's take a closer look at the overall design and the reason for the hype on these. All right, so just the Jordan 1 model itself is going to be bringing the hype to this release. No collab or anything like that on these, but we are living in a Jordan 1 society right now, so the collabs aren't always going to be necessary. But this is going to be a super clean look in hand and on foot. I really think that. And I'm always a fan of both like vibrant colors like the Volt Gold Jordans, but then like shadow colors, that color scheme is really nice too, because you have that black leather on there, of course, as the base, and for the toe box as well, and then the light or like smoke gray kind of overlays the top. And you know, really there isn't a lot to go into with this release for the design. It's like it's not going to grab everyone's attention like, you know, Court Purple Jordans or University Blue Jordans or anything like that, but you know, it's perfect for everything with that neutral color scheme. And it is releasing I guess re-releasing kind of with updated materials, but also the same color scheme as like the Jordan 1 shadows from, you know, 2009, 2013, you know, times back like that. So if you burn through those and now, or like if you missed out on that release, now would be a good time for you to grab these if you can. But that sums up the hype and the overall design on these, so let's move on. All right, so for raffles and reservations, the release is still over a week out, so there aren't going to be a ton of options at this moment. But as raffles begin to open up, just keep an eye on the How to Cop portion of our website, www.shoeware.co, where we will be updating raffles daily. And you can always come back to this video and just click the blog post link in our description, and that's another way that will take you there as well. But now we'll let Chase take over so he can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like on them, and your best chance on how to cop a pair.
Thanks, Landon. All right, now I'm going to tell you what sites are dropping these shadows and at what time. So starting off at 10 a.m. Eastern time, you have Champ Sports, DTLR, Eastbay, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Hibbett Sports, JD Sports, Nike Sneakers, and lastly, YCMC. Now, at the time of this recording, these are the only confirmed websites, but in our description, we're going to leave a link to our blog post where you'll see an updated retailers list as soon as we know. But moving on, let's look at the average sale prices on the aftermarket. Now, as a disclaimer, the prices you see could change as we move closer to the drop, but also in our blog post, there's going to be links to all the marketplaces for you guys to check out closer to the release date. But starting off, StockX is at an average selling price of $365. GOAT sitting at $465. eBay is at $475. And Flight Club is at $405. For stock, it's really hard to say exactly what the stock will be just because this is a re-release. But as for my resale prediction for these, I predict the Jordan 1s will be around $230 to $250. Now that's going to net you a profit anywhere between $30 and $50 per pair, depending on which size you cop and where you sell. For drops like this, I recommend focusing on Foot Locker and its sister sites, Finish Line, JD Sports, and Hibbett Sports. All these sites have a queue-based system, which helps out for people that are running or using bots, and usually those sites carry a good amount of stock. Now, if you aren't able to sit and wait in those long queues, make sure to enter into the Nike Sneakers app. Now, as a reminder, make sure to visit the app a day or two before, click that notify me button so you don't miss that 10 a.m. drop time. Should you hold or sell this shadow colorway? Before giving my opinion, I am assuming the hold duration that you're going to be holding on to these for is more than 3 months. Now for my recommendation, I recommend to hold these Jordan 1s. Even though this colorway is a re-release, you cannot go wrong with the simple gray and black colorway. Not only is this a classic color blocking, but also looking at the older models, the resale value has skyrocketed. Currently, the 2018 model is reselling for more than a 300% margin in 3 years. Now that's a 100% return every year. So to wrap everything up, definitely hold if you can, and if you can't and you need to sell, try selling locally or taking advantage of eBay's 0% sneaker fees.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 31 of How to Cop for the Air Jordan 1 High Shadow 2.0. Thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. And for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, and just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, feel free to comment and interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode, peace.